Hey there, Tamir from Fibonaccis-Traders.com here with the weekly market recap. Short week it was. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, great Black Friday. Let's dig in the charts. Before we do, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, will be much appreciated. Thank you very much. SPY weekly bounced off this trend line here as we identified this trend line few weeks ago, because this trend line was December 18 lows, it was February 16 lows, and it was all the way here October and September 11 and also in June 2010. So now, as we said a few weeks ago, we might have seen 2022 lows. Now let's see if bulls during December, last month of 2022, going into 2023, can break up and above this trend line, because this trend line represents the lower highs since December and January last year, to the penny March 22, to the penny of August 22, and now it will be a tough resistance for the bulls. QQQ basically moving sideways, 2 weeks between the 280 and the 287 area. We have the lower trend line here that holds the higher lows of COVID-19 and all the way back to March 09. So now it held, for now it held 2022 lows. I believe we will not see during December a fall of another 10-11%. So we have seen 2022 lows, and now bulls have to fight over the 287 to the upside towards this trend line that represents the lower highs since January 22. To the penny trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action. Check the link that will pop now here at the right corner. Short video I made about why trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action. Check it out, let me know what you think. IWM sideways move, 2 weeks of again getting rejected by this trend line that goes all the way to November 2021, to the penny of August 22, and during November 22 failing to break up and above with an inside week. Let's see next week if bulls can really push up above towards the 200. Always follow price and use the levels to manage the risk. Fibonacci levels. Dow Jones, we have Fibonacci trend lines, Fibonacci levels, and as we see, the combination of those two gives us the true support and resistance for price action. And if we take the Fibonacci trend lines, high, lower high to the lower low, we can see now that this trend line here, Fibonacci trend lines gave it to us. Dow Jones managing to break up, closing above it. 350 is the next one, and then we might see some pullback. At this point, some pullback at the Dow Jones will be very healthy. It's very extended to the upside. Bull run since the 288 towards the 343 area. Major run, 20% in 1 month, 1 month and a half, more or less. Some pullback will be healthy at this point. VIX continuation to the downside. Next will be the 19 area, and the 19 area, if we look left, no need Fibonacci, no need nothing. Just by looking left, we can identify support and resistance areas. So the next one will be the area of the 1850 and the 19, this area here. Then we can expect some bounce at the VIX, which means a pullback at the indices. Natural gas, beginning of the week, try to break up and above the 750 area, now coming back down. Let's see next week and during the weekend if more news will come at this commodity. Nvidia, after a nice run since October lows at the 107, from 107 past week it was 171, 59% bull run on Nvidia in less than 1 month, or a little bit more than 1 month, 1 month and a half, came this candle of to the downside, a little bit to the downside. Now let's see if bulls have enough power in their hands to break up and above the 170 area. And as we can see, 170 area, support and resistance throughout 2022. Again, after this bull run, some pullback even towards the 134, and if we drill down to the daily, we do have the 142 open gap to the downside. So keep your eyes on Nvidia, and as we can see, trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action. Low, higher low, and during here almost to the penny. And we can take this line, copy paste, do like this, and now we have an uptrend channel for Nvidia. So it's still an uptrend, still bullish on Nvidia as long as this lower trend line holds. Let's see if bulls can maintain the uptrend or breaking down and under and going to close this gap. Microsoft weekly, we can see that the 250 area, which is also the 50% retracement of the Fibonacci levels, tough resistance. By looking left, it was support, then resistance, and now again. Let's see next week if bulls can really push price above towards the 260 area. Apple showing relative strength, relative weakness, sorry, to the market, and we can see that since November and October lows, nothing much on Apple. 13% rising, but we have this trend line here that represents the lower highs getting rejected one time after another. Now with another doji inside day, we might get a pullback towards the 142 area. So keep your eyes on Apple. Apple is a very important, maybe the most important name in the markets to follow. Tesla, after a major decline and since all-time highs in October 21 all the way to here, it was November, 60% decline on Tesla. Now we have a doji of a trend line. We can take Fibonacci trend lines, high, lower high to the lows, and this one you can see Fibonacci trend lines gives us exactly to the point doji. And now let's see next level of 191 area. So still early, one candle does not represent a trend reversal. So keep your eyes on Tesla. We might get some bounce towards the 191 and maybe towards the 212, because the 212 was an important support level during May and June of 2022. Bitcoin, another week, another doji off the 15,500 area, and as we know, dojis are the most significant signals in price action for a major battle between bulls and bears, buyers and sellers. Buyers are managing to hold price above this very important 15,500 area, and a doji, let's see if these two dojis can really signal a trend reversal to the upside towards this trend line here. And if we can see, this trend line represents lower highs, and this one represents lower lows. And let's see if bulls can push price towards the 18,600. Will be a tough one because it was a strong support during June, July, and all the way to October 22. So keep your eyes on Bitcoin over this area here. It will go towards here. One candle, 1 week at a time. Crude oil back to the 75 area, and we have here a double top scenario, and we have a bigger double top of the 124. This double top started here, so if the 75 area will fail to hold, 66 will be next. If you want to take your trading journey to the next level and become your own indicator, stop following others, trust yourself, technical side, learn really price action, in-depth price action, multi-time frames, Fibonacci levels, Fibonacci trend lines, and to identify by yourself what will happen next. We have Black Friday, up to 30% discount on FibonacciTraders.com. We have our Discord. We trade together, share ideas. On the premium room, lifetime access, $897 only for lifetime access. Mentorship program live one-on-one. Check it out. Feel free to contact me. I hope this video helps you. Until the next video, stay safe, enjoy the weekend.